All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to she regrets destroying her marriage when the courts make her pay. Let's jump in, guys.
I was required to take all of the debt in my divorce or pay him alimony or child support. It's like, life's not fair. It should not be this hard to live in this country. And I'm drowning, and I'm not the only one, and...
This woman divorced her husband and immediately regrets it because she gets a taste of equality when the courts make her pay alimony and child support. It's always to see how quickly women no longer want the equality they asked for when it doesn't benefit them. But first, let's look at this clip from a divorce attorney who says feminists throw equality out the window the second they have to pay alimony.
Let's go.
Although I have to tell you that, it's the last remaining feminist taboo. I got a lot of women paying alimony these days. I mean, women marry the handsome musician who's not successful, or the artist, there's a lot, listen, it hasn't been, there's been a significant effort in our culture in the last decade, if anyone didn't notice, to improve the situation of women. If you have an equally qualified man and an equally qualified woman, the woman's the diversity hire, the man's not. So I have a lot of women who when they get told oh yeah, no, you gotta give him half your shit. Or, oh no, you gotta pay alimony, because he makes 50 grand a year and you make 250. And they're like, they could be the staunchest feminist in the world, and when you tell them they gotta pay alimony, they're like, whoa, 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 he's a man. He's got a strong back, he can get out there and work. And then suddenly the whole gender is a construct and there's no such thing, that goes right out the window when you get told you got to pay alimony. That's nope, no. I believe in strict gender roles. Men should pay alimony. Women, even if you earn 10 times, you should not have to pay alimony. I've had very, very staunchly feminist clients who changed their mind about how feminist they were when they got told that they were going to have to pay alimony.
Women.
Like I said before, women no longer want equality when they don't benefit from it.
Well, that's the problem, right? The thing is that they're not. Again, I don't think they're made to even feel the empathy of what men go through. They can't even see it. They don't. I don't even. They can't see it. I don't think they even want to think about it.
They want all the benefits and privileges, but don't want the responsibility that comes with it.
So that was a lie.
Okay, this video is going to be more of a rant and just probably a little bit TMI, but my divorce girlies are going to know what I'm talking about. So when I was married for 13 years, and I 100% supported my ex-husband in the startup of his business. I created his LLC. I did all of these things. I pushed him to go to his taxidermy school. I made sure that he had a business. I picked the start date. I made the Facebook page. I did all of the things for him. And in the background, I was building my own business and working full time. Fast forward several years later, and we decided to get a divorce.
Bruh.
Things just didn't work out. The why doesn't matter. But
the why doesn't matter. Why is that? Why the why doesn't matter?
What does matter, and what I'm really struggling with right now, and I'm sure that I'm not alone, is that I was the breadwinner, right? He was a small business owner, so tax returns, write-offs, all the things. And I worked full-time, W-2, making over 6 figures a year. So when it came down to time for our divorce, even though the reasons of the divorce were not my fault.
Stop the cap.
Okay.
No, I shouldn't say that. I'm just as much to be held accountable for the divorce as him. Anyways, because I made the majority of the money on paper, I was required to take all of the debt in my divorce or pay him alimony or child support. And quite frankly, you got me f***ed up. Because ain't no motherfucker. So I willingly took all of the debt.
You serious?
And 100% am supposed to pay for all of the kids' activities and all of the things, which I do. And literally everybody in my life told me not to do that. And I thought, it's fine, I've got it, I'll be able to handle it. Everything's fine, I'm gonna be able to do it. And here we are 2 years out, and I'm literally drowning. I quit my job to take my business full-time last year, and it was really not, I didn't really want to quit. I really wasn't financially ready to quit, but I had missed so much work because my oldest son had, you know, been hospitalized for his mental health a couple times, and then my daughter with her diabetes, and I was a sales commission.
I don't understand why some of these stories about the divorce, their kids, there's something wrong with their kids. Mental health, diabetes is a daughter, bro. Diabetes. I mean, gets to a point that you start thinking about how in the hell these kids are so unhealthy.
Jobs, my customer service score was dropping, so it was like a mutually agreeable, like, okay, we're gonna see you later type deal with my full-time job, and I am just like, I'm drowning in debt, and like, I get calls every single day, like, hey, you owe us this money, and hey, you owe us this money, and I'm like literally just trying to pay my rent. And I'm not asking for anything unless you like want to join my coaching programs, like.
Boring. So basically, feel sorry for me, help me out. Help me out.
It's crazy. Women didn't care at all about the horrible things that happened to men in divorce until it started happening to them. Even in her situation, she's struggling but still got off relatively light compared to what men have to go through. Alimony and the division of assets are the main contributors to a plummeting marriage rate, and women don't care. Look at how they're fighting against the mandatory DNA test, which prevents men from being financially exploited for a child.
And you listen to it and you really sit down and think about it. It's the most common sense policy ever. This is what we need to do. We need to simply just push forward. Push forward, not get the votes of the females. Just push forward. If we know this is going to be protecting not only men, but your future generation, move forward. We don't have to ask for permission. Just move forward.
That isn't theirs. It's clear they only care about themselves and aren't interested in equality. If you found value in today's video, you can match that value by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. You can also donate.
Great video, man. Let me see what people say in this video. When you are accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. That's correct. I bet she divorced him as soon as she made more money than him, and willing to bet that the majority of the debt is hers anyway. Yes. She's got a better job. She said, I'm going to be surrounded by better people. Not better people, more well-looking people. So hypergamy will kick in, right? And then I agree. Women want equality as long as they're equal. It is their favor. They only want fair when it benefits them. Yeah. Welcome to equality. Men are in love. Women are in business. Yeah, guys. I'm glad that a lot of guys are just waking up. This is not easy, guys. This is something. And these messages, guys, I know it's going to be weird, but these messages need to be repeated millions of times, guys. Millions of times. And sometimes these things are going to just be modified a little bit here and there, but it has to be, it has to be through a point where it's already reaching our politics. Otherwise, guys, like some of our YouTubers, like, I guess I'm a YouTuber now, but we don't make a lot of money doing this stuff. We're just trying to push the message, man. Like, we're trying to push the message because there's a bigger virtue here. And I think it's sad when I see a lot of men and losing their masculinity through very bad practices. And I feel like as a man myself, I overcame a lot of difficulties, which has made me a better man. And I think I can share that with all the people, and maybe that can help them. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. If you have anything to say, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you next one.